Good morning. Welcome back, my friends, to another episode of Let's Cut a Yo-Yo. This episode, I should say, since we're not a weekly series, is the Caribou Lodge Yo-Yo Works Woolly Marmot 2. That's what you guys voted on last time, so that's what we're going to cut this time. Before we get into it, let me know down below what you want to see cut. I'm going to keep it between these two. They were kind of close in the voting for this week behind the Woolly Marmot. So it can have the one drop Cascade or the one drop Cabal. Let me know. Just comment below which one you want to see cut in half, and I'll make sure it happens. Okay, so the Marmot 2, what can we say about it? It's mid-sized, undersized. It's like 51.5 millimeter diameter. Wider yo-yo for its diameter. It's kind of what makes it comfortable. Pretty decent stability for something this size. Other than that, it's not super agile. It holds its momentum pretty well when you're whipping it around. Not too much heft, but I wouldn't say it. See, it's hard to describe because it's not super agile like you're getting now with some of the lighter throws. But it doesn't. It's not too heavy that it doesn't have a little bit of nice little float to it, but it's not overall too light. You can feel it on its way down. It has a little bit of a thunk. I don't know if you definitely can't see it, but right at the bottom it loses its grip and hits a little bit of a thunk, which you get with smaller throws usually because they're more dense, and they unwind pretty nicely. I guess you could say. Like bigger yo-yos that have that kickback, you don't get that at all with this. You just kind of get a little thunk at the bottom of the string. I think that's going to do it. Let's go ahead and cut it in half, compare it with a couple other yo-yos. So there it is in all its glory. That is the Woolly Marmot 2. Big center weight because of the old longer axles they used to use. Kind of goes out to a bunch of mid-weight, close to rim weight based on that design. But that's where it gets its stability from for a smaller yo-yo. First thing we'll compare it to here is the Manatee. As you can see, super similar design. Manatee is a little bit wider, a little bit bigger, but similar weight distribution. Manatee's weight is pushed out horizontally more, which helps with that stability. As you know, the Manatee is kind of known for, because it's a little bit of a wider yo-yo, and the weight is out that far. We'll go ahead and compare it here to the probably the closest G2, the Quake. Quake is not quite as wide, but has a very similar weight distribution overall. Very similar. So the biggest difference you can see there is mostly the way that the weight is for the mid wall. They've got a very slender section where the Quake keeps it a little bit thicker all the way through. And yeah, not quite as wide, so it's got a little bit more weight to pack inward. And then one more yo-yo. I think the specs on these are super close, and that is the Smashing Yo-Yo's Poppet. And you can see that the Poppet is just more evenly distributed all the way throughout the body. Both have that longer axle. Nipple's a little bit smaller on the Poppet, but overall weighting is very similar out to the legendary sharp poppet edge, but you can see just looking at it, very, very similar overall in weight distribution, or not weight distribution, but size and styling. And then, but like I said, the poppet is just pretty even all the way throughout, where the Marmot goes thick, thin, thick. And there we have it, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I'll be back, as always, very, very soon. We try to post 5 videos a day. If this is the first time you found our channel, go ahead and leave us a subscription so you can see the rest of our content coming out all the time. And as always, make sure you let me know what you want to see in the next Let's Cut a Yo-Yo episode, and I'll make it happen. Thanks, guys. See ya.